It seems like everyone and their dog is making money off real estate these days. Yes, there's actually dogs doing real estate. I'm sure somewhere, somehow. And there are even more people making money off of telling others how to make money off of real estate. I mean, I'm sure you've seen those advertisements everywhere, right? The problem with all that expert advice is that most of it is dated and all of it requires a lot of time and hard work. It requires you to put your effort in. But if you're like most of my clients, you don't have a ton of time because you don't want to have another job. You're already working a job or you're working your business full time. You don't want to spend more time doing that, taking away from your family and doing the things that you love. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the secret of how to create passive income with real estate. All right, so let's go and do this. Number one, what is passive income? If you haven't seen some of our other videos, we've said passive income is when you have money coming in while you sleep, right? It's money that you don't have to actively work for. Now, ideally, we want passive income to be up here while your expenses are down here, because the more this is higher compared to this, the more free you are. That's what we want. We want passive income, money always coming in, whether you work or not. It's always there. It's abundant. It's flowing through. And that passive income gives you options. It gives you that freedom. I mean, imagine what your life would be like if you had an extra $5,000 a month coming in right now that you didn't have to work for. What would you start doing? You know, what kind of things would you start doing with your family? What kind of excuses have you given them because you didn't have enough time or money? Speaking of time, how much time would that give you back? Would you work less days in the week? Maybe you keep doing your job or your business because you love it, but would you work less? Would you just kind of do a little balance where you can still have fun and still work? You know, there's so many options when you have passive income coming in your life. Not to mention, there are no guarantees, right? How many times have we heard the government in the last few years say, you know, something is a non-essential business? What if your business becomes non-essential? What are you going to do then, right? Passive income is a great answer to be able to give us the life that we want. Now, why do we want to create passive income in real estate versus maybe some other things we can do? Well, one, for passive income to be truly passive and to be certain and predictable, make sure it keeps coming in, real estate is by far one of the places that's been the most reliable, right? Barring, of course, there's some crazy stuff that happened with the last recession, still, real estate has been great. And even I've had many friends of mine, even during the last recession, did just fine because they weren't worried about what the price of the house was. They had income coming in all the time. That passive income was what supported them through the recession, even if other things went wrong. That's why you want that passive income. And real estate is a great place to do it because here's the truth. People, they need food. We know that for a fact. They need fuel because they got to have gas to get around and do things. And three, you got to have a place to live. In fact, you could probably do without fuel as much, even more so than you could do without a place to live. Everybody needs a place to live. Unless you want to live in a cardboard box, and I don't know, that's not exactly my dream come true. My dream home on HGTV was not a little box that took 2 minutes for them to build and say, here's the before and after reveal. Lid open, lid closed. It wasn't like that, right? We don't dream of that. We want the home that we live in. That's why passive income is so much more certain there than trying to gamble in like stocks or digital currencies where there's a lot of manipulation, a lot of things that happen that we really can't control, and that just creates more fear in our life. We don't want that. Now, let me give you an example of how this has worked because, again, passive income could create so much more freedom for you. Now, I had one client in California. He was saying, man, I'm trying to retire, but my financial advisor says I can only live on like $2,500 a month, and then I got to pay taxes on that? I can't do that. And so he said, you know, Chris, I've been watching your videos. Hey, like you. I've been watching your videos and I know that you know the answer. I don't know the answer myself and I've heard real estate's good, but I don't know where to turn. I don't know exactly what to do with that. Because let's be honest, there's so many people touting about real estate. Can you really trust them? Because you know that they're just selling you a lot of education, but will they actually give you the hand-holding and the guidance? And so he said, Chris, can you help us? You know, can you help us actually get this? Because my dream is I want $10,000 a month of passive income coming in, not $2,500 before I have to pay a bunch of taxes. So we did. We started looking at stuff. He bought a few duplexes. Now here's a cool thing. He bought what's called turnkey real estate where he doesn't manage the property. He's hands off. He's not dealing with all the headaches and the homework and everything. He didn't even have to find the properties. Somebody else found it for him. The turnkey company found the properties for him and then said, here's a little buffet suite. You know, what do you like? You know, pick off the menu. He says, I like that one with extra cheese, please, and some bacon on top, because who doesn't love a little bit more bacon? unless you're a vegetarian or a vegan, and then you think I'm a jerk right now for saying bacon. So bacon, 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 just for you. So anyways, that's the thing, is like, he's like, I want that. I want those properties. Bought them, they started cash flowing. But he's like, Chris, I don't want to get a whole bunch of properties. I want to diversify a little bit. So what did he do next? He said, Chris, I've been looking at some of the investments we've been looking at, and I like this thing in oil and gas. Like, this looks good, because if prices are going up in oil and gas right now, why not profit from it? Because if I have to pay more at the gas pump, I might as well make money off of me spending more money at the gas pump. So he invested a bunch of money in that, and that started kicking off returns from him in about 6 months. And he even invested in like an apartment building and stuff too. And so when all was said and done, when he got all of his money invested, he reached back out. He said, Chris, guess what? It's been 6 months and I'm at $12,000 a month. He's like, I already knew I had a retirement, but now I've got a retirement and it's passive. I don't have to, he didn't have to go and take some course and spend hours and hours and hours learning about real estate. He didn't have to go create a brand new real estate business. No, he's 60 years old. He's like, I don't want to deal with more work. I want to sit back and enjoy life. And so he did. And that's exactly what he was able to create, because he had more passive income coming in. So here's the thing, is that if you want to create more passive income now, what you need to do is this, is that you need to keep your money liquid. This is the secret, right? You need to get your money away from things like 401ks and IRAs where they lock it up in prison, and then they slap your hand for trying to get access your own money. They try to slap 10% penalties on you in taxes for touching your own money. Keep it liquid, get it out. I always tell people, get lean, get liquid, and get out. Find ways to get your money liquid and available, so then you can use that to turn into passive, real passive income, not fake passive where they say, hey, you're gonna do passive real estate investing, but then you have another business or job. No, we want passive income where you can do what you want and really do what you love with those that you love when you wanna do it. That's the real key. By the way, there's a great video we did on the difference between passive and active income. I really recommend you get into to understand this. So to recap, passive income is when you got money working for you while you're asleep, right? Money works all the time. Whether you work a job or not, it's coming in. And why we pick real estate is because it's the one place that we know historically works the best. It's the one that you can actually count on, because people need a place to sleep, and most people just don't want a cardboard box, no matter how much they want to be minimalists, right? And the thing is that it's been proven to work, not just in my own life, but in hundreds of our clients' lives, and also millions of us that have actually been doing it right here, right now, creating that life. So guys, that's the kind of thing that we want to do. That's the kind of passive income you want to create. All right, so before I wrap up, I'm going to give you 3 things to be aware of, like things to be really scared of doing when it comes to real estate investing. Because like I said, it seems like everybody and their dog has been making money with real estate. The truth is that they've been making money in real estate because it just kept going up. So you don't have to be a genius to make money when the markets go up. It's like putting your money in a stock. It's like if you put money into Apple back in 1980, of course you made money because you bought it cheap, right? But the thing is, with real estate, it can go up or down. And I'll tell you, when things go south, when things go sideways, it doesn't go your way, the people that were telling you how to make all the money in real estate, a lot of those people go quiet. They go silent because they're like, oh, okay, I'm not really making money anymore. It's kind of embarrassing. So don't listen to people that have just been making money the last couple of years. Don't listen to them. That's my point number 1, is listen to people that have made money in real estate long before the last few years. If you ever hear somebody that say, and this comes true with investing, which is number 2, if you invest outside of doing your own investments, also number 2, find people, whether it's a turnkey real estate company or syndicators, whatever it might be, find people that have actually gone through a full market cycle. I mean people that have been investing in real estate since before the last recession, or at least during the last recession, all the way till now. So really the last 12 to 15 years, you want to find those people. Those are the people that actually have good experience, and you're more likely to get your money back and get a good return on your money than, again, those people that said, hey, I invested in 2018, and since then I made millions of dollars. Follow me. Or I've invested since 2020 when money was being thrown around like candy, and hey, you should listen to me because I made money for 2 months. Don't listen to those people. Go for people that have good track records. Again, been there, done that, still doing it today. And then the third point I'd make is don't go try to buy real estate on your own. Don't try to start from scratch without some sort of guidance. Now, again, there's so many programs that try to sell you real estate. You could do those, but you can also go find a mentor. You can find somebody else who can help guide you along that journey to give you more steps or more certainty. The mentor can be a great way to create a shortcut, or as like one of my clients would say, it's like a wormhole for all you little science nerds, right? Makes point A to point B shorter because you get that little wormhole. For those who don't understand what I'm saying, just know it's fast, okay? So you can do it way faster by having somebody who's actually been there, done that, made all the mistakes, and can tell you how to avoid those mistakes. Huge. If you learn nothing else from this video, remember those things. So if you like this video, check out how to make $5,000 a month in passive income. And comment below. Tell us what your experience has been. Have you made passive income with real estate? And how did you do it? Share that with us below.